Bolivia is not for beginners. 5 months solo with a dog in a tuk-tuk, and now we're trying to cross for our very first time to Peru. For the new tuk-tuk Torre, the third we've ever owned, hence the 3 eyes, it'll be its first ever border crossing. We've already tried to leave, the 3 of us before, but the paperwork surrounding Torre's long-lost sister held us back. Today, with our documents cleared, we're now free. Free from the anchor that was our previous tuk-tuk now that it's confirmed it's a write-off and has been deregistered from the system. It's been a living whirlwind going through the many ups and downs of traversing this beautiful country. But now it's time to leave it behind. In the last episode, we climbed the infamous altitude to 4,100 meters out of Bolivia's capital, La Paz, and made it to the border. But that wasn't before filling our hypothetical pot of good karma and helping a hitchhiker arrive to the final bordering town, Desaguadero. Here's where we resume our journey and attempt to completely legally leave Bolivia and finally enter Peru.
Can I make this up, Pat?
This may be the most anticipated day of the journey. I'm the most stressed I've ever been, pulling my hair out for weeks, understanding the levels to this government and bureaucracy. Will Bolivia finally let me leave, or was all this paperwork for nothing? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe as we drive from Argentina to Alaska so you don't have to. This is the 3-wheel dream.
What a day, legends. Today is the day we cross to Peru. Righto, this is not the border I'm crossing at, but this is where they'll basically tell me if I can cross or not, and if there is a fine or not. This is the make or break. I'm very nervous, ladies and gentlemen. Cool spot though. That's insane mountains. Here we go.
Tensions are truly high as I walk into the Bolivian office. This is where I sign off once and for all on my previous tuk-tuk being completely written off. Fortunately, in my case here, I even avoid paying any fines that I was threatened with for so long. It's funny how the legal system just all works out when you don't fold to their threats. These officers here work on Bolivia's preliminary border crossing and are verifying that my documents match my vehicle plate number.
Tengo todo. Fui a la veterinaria en La Paz para... Sí.
Because there is such easy access to cross back and forth to Peru through the town, this check was neither thorough nor necessary as they don't give me any formal receipts after the completion.
So far so good, Miss Potts. We're off.
The actual passport crossing and border paper finalization is done 2 kilometers from here, on the Peruvian side, where the same office houses the official post to exit Bolivia and then enter Peru.
Sorted. Step 1 done. And look, it's already tuk-tuks. How cool is that? How well could you see her? She's big smiles. So we're definitely in Peru. Not officially, but more or less. And that was simply just the vehicle check. Even though they just looked at the plate number and then said you're good. And they looked at Patty's documents as well, so I think she's cleared now as well. We're doing it all legally, as we should. How good. What? Peru, baby, come on now. I miss this feeling of like making progress on this journey, dude. Oh, damn it. It's just been a whirlwind. It hasn't even sunk in.
While I'm now crossing into Peru, I'm not officially recognized as being in the country until I've got the stamp on my passport, Patty's papers, and received the temporary vehicle import papers.
Bravo! Happy tears, Miss Potts. She was flagging me down. I don't know if the camera caught that. Because I forgot, now there's tuk-tuks in Peru, they think I'm a taxi. She was trying to get a ride and I was just like... Good girl, Miss Potts. So this is what Peru's saying, hey? A tuk-tuk taxi rink. How cool. How cool. Yo, we're so back. We are in tuk-tuk town. Apparently, tuk-tuk country, tuk-tuk paradise. This is completely the reason why we came to this country, to get modifications done on this vehicle. Esa. This is it, guys. This is it. This is traveling. We're doing good. We're making it happen. You as well, Miss Pat's doing it incredible. That's St. Peru. We're currently rolling into the Peruvian customs.
I was no stranger to border crossings in a tuk-tuk, but this was by far the most anticipated of all. Crazily enough, in 2 years on the road, a successful crossing here would mark my 10th time crossing international lines on 3 wheels. Traveling in such a vehicle, of course, can raise many red flags, and for almost all border officials I've come across, it's unfortunate for me, usually their first time seeing a tuk-tuk at their post. The nerves are always high, but here very well might be the most anxious I've felt for a verdict in my life.
Soy el dueño, 100%.
Ya.
De Santa Cruz de Sierra.
¿Tiene residencia en Bolivia?
No. Más o menos, como anoche sí.
Ya.
Es vacío.
It is indeed an empty border crossing. This fortunately means it should take all of 10 minutes to process me through.
Gracias. So apparently they might still have to check my vehicle proper.
I parked up the tuk-tuk and went inside.
Voy ahora en ruta a Lima.
Perú.
Peru, sí.
Here I successfully stamped out of Bolivia and officially stamped into Peru.
We've got a complication, Miss Pats. We've got a complication.
The original complication was with a misprint from the vets on Patty's documents. A redo in a Peruvian vet could cost me up to $120, but I'm soon to find out that this was the least of my worries.
¿Residente boliviano?
Soy de Australia, pero
Australia.
el vehículo de Bolivia.
De Bolivia.
Y soy el dueño del vehículo, sí.
I'm so tired, man. Getting sunburned at the same time.
Sí se puede atender, pero tienes que hacer un pago. Los 28.60 tienes que pagar. Oye, te voy a emitir un documento.
As you saw, the vet issue got magically cleared up with $35, but this lady is the one we'll find we'll have the most problems with.
No, es que quiero ver si tiene sus documentos, permítame usted.
Claro.
She works on the Bolivian side, checking and clearing vehicles through. The guy behind her also has the same position but works for the Peruvian customs instead. Now the vet is happy, these are the 2 remaining people that are stopping Tori the tuk-tuk from exiting.
¿Tiene residencia en Bolivia?
Voy a volver a Bolivia, no tengo residencia.
No, entonces no puede sacar un vehículo.
Ya estoy saliendo a Argentina una vez.
¿A salir con esto?
Ajá.
Pero si es que no tiene residencia en Bolivia, no puede sacar un vehículo boliviano fuera del país.
Me dicen sí.
Ajá, no podría sacarlo.
This is honestly the worst case scenario. The border officer is reciting a rule I know isn't true because I'm living proof. She is saying I have to be a Bolivian resident and living in the country for more than 2 years to leave with a Bolivian vehicle. Are my 75 videos traveling outside of the country in a previous Bolivian tuk-tuk not enough evidence?
Y es la última vez que estoy saliendo de Bolivia a Argentina.
I'm really sick to my stomach. Right here, I'm showing them the original documents I have from leaving Bolivia to Argentina in the previous tuk-tuk, really trying everything to make them change their mind. I fought so hard to get to this moment, and again, it looks like I'm going to be denied exit from Bolivia. Even the vet knows this looks messy and lets me know I can pay him the money if I get approved crossing.
Cannot make this up, Pats. You cannot make this up. I'm hearing something that I've heard about Peru but not about Bolivia. There's a good chance we're never coming back to Bolivia if they let me leave. And if they let me leave, it's like a slim chance.
No necesito.
¿Cuántos
¿Días?
días o cuánto tiempo está en Bolivia ya?
Ya estoy saliendo con el vehículo de un vehículo boliviano a Argentina.
Sí, pero no sé cómo la han dejado salir, pero como te digo, no tienes residencia, por acá no puedes salir. No puedes sacar un vehículo, ¿ya? Porque no tienes residencia en Bolivia. Tendría que tener 2 años vivir en Bolivia recién para sacar este vehículo.
I further fight my case, explaining the long story that I've left the country in a different tuk-tuk, had an accident, finally got the paperwork cleared up, and now ready to leave in the new one. The border crossing that I tried a few weeks ago didn't say anything about this, proving that this is just a rule she reckons exists. Editing this back and hearing her repeat over and over these words that could cut like a knife are just tearing me apart. The audio here gets lost with the cars passing, but in a situation where I'm so calm, she really gets worked up.
No, este es otro. Tú puedes salir, tú puedes salir. No puedes sacar el carro, no puedes sacar el carro. Aunque sea consultarle, ella tiene su número de... Sí. Consultarle igual si quieres llamarle.
They're really telling me I can't leave after all this. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I get on the phone with the same border officer that helped me process my documents for the last tuk-tuk. Something that occurred to me during the call was that if this was truly the case, and I do need to be a Bolivian resident to leave in a Bolivian plated vehicle, why didn't she mention something during the 3 weeks we were in contact?
She's on the phone with the person I've been in contact with, and I feel sick again. Huge issue, different issue. Freaking heartbroken. This shouldn't be as hard as it is. She's gotten off the phone now, and so she knows about my situation, but she hasn't informed me. She's just checking vehicles, this other lady.
¿Quién es prohibidando? ¿La policía?
La policía de tránsito.
Tránsito.
La policía de las carreteras.
Si vas a verme en la carretera, no va a dejar.
Siempre en las carreteras están parados ahí.
Now this guy's telling me I'm gonna get like stopped by police when I'm on the highway because they don't let him like circulate. I'm so tired. How do we just get 3 huge major setback problems? These guys are taking a royally long time. We've got a storm even coming in. Let me out of here, let me into Peru. Like that car in front of me has been trying to get their car checked for the last 20 minutes and get out of there. Yeah, it's like, it seems like a very strict border crossing. If this doesn't work, we've got another 2.5 day drive back to the original border that we tried to cross at. And then if not, guys, this is not a trip cancelling thing as much as not being legally able to leave the country sounds. It's just, I need to find the right border officer to put my documents through the computer, and then I'm out of Bolivia. So if that means going around Bolivia and trying to leave at every single border, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, you know? Sí. Now she's starting to piss down and Patty's scared as shit. She's just shivering. That's thunder. Mate, I'm done. I'm ready to go. You're okay. You're okay. Relax. Relax. Shivering. You okay, Bubba? Hopefully we can leave soon. Worst case scenario, we're not allowed apparently to leave Bolivia. I don't believe that, but then the dude on the Peruvian side said I'm not even allowed to enter Peru. They're sitting in the same room corroborating, like collaborating. Now we're going back inside this building. We're officially leaving Peru, entering back into Bolivia officially. We'll be given another 60 days is what I'll be given on my visa. I need a bit of time to process this because I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I think I'm gonna need you guys' help to like give me recommendations. The tuk-tuk dream is really crumbling right now.
Todo iluminado por el sol. Una ventana de ilusión. Niños jugando y las flores brotando y en ese instante parece todo volver al antes, todo iluminado por el sol. Una ventana de ilusión.
Leaving Patty in the tuk-tuk, there's a couple cows and stuff. I just really wanted to stop. I'm still on the Peruvian side. I don't know if you can see that building right there, but that's where the Bolivian side starts. There's a massive power trip happening at that border, unfortunately. She just said, firstly, Bolivia won't let you leave. I'm like, you're still chirping, like, as if. I know I can leave, but it's just a you thing, right? the bro on the Peruvian side has basically said, as soon as you start driving highways in Peru, the police are going to stop you and they're going to like take your vehicle off you simply because it's too small and it's too dangerous. They said, we're not going to let you enter because that's going to happen.
Somehow my problems didn't cease there.
They said, for this year, you've got 44 days in Bolivia. If I even wanted to enter Bolivia again, they won't even let me. I've run out of days on my visa. So I'm currently on the Peruvian side, but legally I'm in no man's land. I'm legally in Bolivia. I've got 44 days to figure out this process of what the heck I'm gonna do. Right now we're going back to this town on the Bolivian side of the border. We'll just find a spot to rest the night, and we're gonna stay a couple nights. So I gotta get my head around this whole issue.
¿Cómo está?
Ya, yo le estoy registrando que está retornando.
Ajá. Bien, todo bien. Gracias. ¿Ya sabes mi historia?
Sí, sí, sí.
Ah,
Ya no le han hecho los trámites. Se comunicaron por aquí.
Gracias. They'd already told the border. The camera, she was right here.
I cannot believe that. She stopped me, took a photo with her phone, and then said, we've already heard about your case. You can keep going. I didn't get it at first, but the Peruvian and Bolivian side, they already called ahead and said, make sure that this guy comes back, and when he does, take a photo of his vehicle. Oh my gosh. They did that to make sure like I didn't just enter the country and start rolling around illegally. I can't believe this whole system is so messed up. It's so upsetting, man, to like mentally think you're leaving a country and you're still here. I just need a rest. I'm thinking too negatively about Bolivia right now. It's just a shitstorm. I've just been here a long time in Bolivia. Far longer than I thought. With just a whole headache and a half of organising the new vehicle and everything that we've done. I'll get some bananas. Gracias. Muchas gracias. And no number plate. These bro. That's how they cross the borders, no problem. They just, like, I've got so much paperwork and these guys are rolling around both sides of the border, no plate, no number plate. ¿Cómo estás?
Vamos a vernos.
Oh, perdón. Sí. ¿Cuánto es eso? Just the lady in there told me there's a soccer game happening across the road. Thought I got some chalky biscuits, a beer, that'll help the mood. Won't it, Pats? If we're in Bolivia, whatever country we're in, we're still going to enjoy it. First we'll find a room to sleep. Found the hotel. This is the parking lot in the back. Cool, we'll go sign in and then we'll go to a freaking soccer game. Latin America, eh?
Tengo mucho respeto para en donde estoy viajando. Como no voy a hacer nada así.
I'm not going to let this whole conversation play out, but I'm here chatting with the hotel owner for 5 minutes.
Eres la única residencial, ¿no? En el pueblo.
He's very concerned about the potential mess that Paddy will make since he had a previous dog ruin his bed and even leave marks on the walls.
No.
He's pretty hesitant with the dog. Problem after problem, man. He said he's gonna call someone. Why does everybody have to call someone in this country to figure something out? The most disadvantaged traveler right here, traveling with a dog in an insufficient vehicle for highway travel. These are pretty good though. These are cure in the soul.
Ah, puedo, con mi carpa. Tengo carpa, tengo...
No, tu mascota.
Ah, voy a dormir aquí, si es el caso. Yeah, that's the hotel. We never got to a conclusion still. I just said, if you're waiting for your missus to call back, I'll take Patty for a walk and then we'll figure it out. The guy at the hotel as well, he just mentioned, they're now celebrating the victory of the soccer game. It's all done and dusted. So we missed that. Ah, what a shame. There's so much rubbish around. What the free? Good girl. What a shame. And they don't just like dump it, they also just burn it like they're trying to make it better. That's what all this black is. Good girl, Patsy. Righto. Big day deserves a big worry. Worry. Sorry about that English accent that came through on a Spanish word. No. ¿Puedo sacar foto? No. Gracias. Amigos, ¿eso es como todo el pueblo hace? ¿Saca la basura? I just said that your country's gorgeous, like, why do you gotta do that? And it's just like the actual dump is too far, so the back streets it is. I thought it was guaranteed, man. I was actually filling up for fuel and just with the jerry can, and I was even that close to cutting the strings on the Bolivian flag and then putting the Peruvian one on, but I said nah, because maybe I'm not going to be able to leave and I'll need to have that Bolivian flag still on the back of my vehicle. Miss Pats, what are we going to do? And this is the way we've got to come, there's no way around it. Check out this bad boy. This is a motorcycle modified into a car. It's still 3 wheels. And they're big wheels too, man. So we finally come to a deal. We're camping in here for about $3 US. So that's good enough for Patty. We got the tent all set up. It's a bit dusty. That's why I put the whole cover on, even though it's not really necessary. Wi-Fi doesn't reach here, so fortunately it means that I won't be able to call anybody, and that's completely fine. It's been probably the worst day on the travel so far in terms of just bad news, so yeah, I haven't even begun to process it, and then not needing to tonight, it helps a lot, just knowing I can just get in the sleeping bag, have a good night's sleep, watch a movie or so, and then call it a day, you know. Yeah, I'm still wrapping our head around it all, obviously. It's been a big episode and we didn't go very far, you know, so gonna call it there, legends. What a day, what a day. You did great, Paddy. Look at all the poor dogs out front the chicken shop. That's dinner for us, good girl. And these are little bicycles that ride people around.
Tengo la cena. ¿Puedo al menos cenar primero? Perdón, una pregunta más. ¿Es posible poner mi carpa afuera?
Es que los perros de acá lo van a voltear.
Okay. That is the coldest heart woman I've ever met. So we got dinner and we got back and the senora, she's back, the mother of the spot. The reason he was trying to call her 3-4 times is because he knew that she'd have a problem with it. So she's telling us, no, we got to leave. I'm begging her, I'm telling her all the whole border situation. I'm telling her, please, you got to have a heart. Like it's cold, it's late, we're at altitude. We're in your freaking garage in a tent. She's not even allowing us to do that. She said, no, the dog's gonna piss everywhere. Whoever came to this hotel and left it in an absolute freaking mess with dogs has absolutely like killed everybody else with dogs. So man, I was done with the day 3 hours ago. That is the chicken rice chips that we've got, and then we've found ourselves an Inca Cola as well. Oh my god, I'm not even in the mood to eat now. I'm just like so tired. I'm so done. Good girl, Pati. Bolivia is not for beginners, man. There's a bit of platano as well, which is like a type of banana but deep fried. But I'm done. We're in the dirtiest garage, right? And she's worried about the dog making it dirty. The chicken dinner was also like a 4 out of 10, to be honest.
I cannot believe after the day we've had, we just got kicked out of a garage where we had our tent. We drove a little bit, didn't get far. Yeah, we're gonna find somewhere that accepts Paddy and has a garage at 8:30 at night. There's one there. The thing is, I don't want to drive too far because I did have that beer, and Bolivia is a zero alcohol tolerance country. It's like we don't want to lose our license at the same time as not being able to leave a country.
It's been such a mess of a day, and still the universe is seeming to work against us, with hotel owner after hotel owner all not accepting dogs.
Now just hear this rain. It's coming down. Everybody that's crossed the border today with their suitcases and stuff.
This is very far from an ideal circumstance. Driving after dark in a very foreign and small border town, I was losing all hope as I really didn't think there were many hotels left that I hadn't checked.
Another tuk-tuk without a number plate. Criminal behavior.
They can leave back and forth and we can't to Peru. Alright.
Wow. Where are we going, Paddy? This is insanity.
In a dark side street and the very last hotel I hadn't been to, this lady was our final hope.
I got a good feeling about it. Surely we just put our freaking tuk-tuk here, our tent here, and we pay him like $5.
I had so little faith, I even began the conversation with asking to politely camp in front of her garage. Fortunately, she had a room for us as long as we had left the hotel before 6 a.m, where her boss would arrive and has a strong no-dog policy.
Eres tan increíble, ¿sabes? Muchas gracias. We got it. We got it. There we go, eh? It's the tuk-tuk. We're in here, Miss Putz. Private bathroom and a bedroom for 40 Bolivianos, Paddy. Can you believe that? I'll get you water, loca. So we made it. How good's this? Look at me, man. I am a weary traveler. I did already try to end this video back where our tent was, but yeah, now we're done and dusted. It's been a heavy freaking day. Call it there. Cheers for joining us on another episode on the Thrill Dream. It's so up in the air of how it's going to continue and how we're going to still keep getting down the road, but we'll figure it out. Hey, Miss Putz.
Thanks for joining Paddy and I for the heaviest roller coaster of a journey of the entire trip. Next week's episode, I promise, returns to a far less stressful vibe as a UK friend I met at Carnival takes me to a witch who practices spiritual cleaning. Will ancestral dark arts be the way of us getting across the Bolivian border? Or will the challenge she set for us to complete be too dangerous on my route to Peru?
Ya estoy saliendo con el vehículo de un vehículo boliviano a Argentina.
Sí, pero no sé cómo las dejo salir.